Greetings, brothers and sisters of eternity. Today I want to talk a little bit about shamanism and kind of an extension on plant medicines as well, because it's very related. So back in May 2015, I quit my job and flew out to Peru. And I stayed there for a couple weeks deep in the jungle. No electricity, nothing like that. I'd been in conditions like that before, so I was kind of ready for that. But it was pretty cool to be in the jungle, and I participated in 5 ceremonies, and we had some pretty deep insights. For me personally, it was not what I was expecting, right? But they say to go in with no expectations. There's a lot of fear and stuff like that, and I think that, what I mentioned before is that when you partake in these kind of activities, it's kind of an amplifier of what your internal state already is, and so it just kind of made everything bigger, and that wasn't very that wasn't very exciting, but it was cool to see the few glimpses that were really nice, and to be able to get confirmation on a few things, like that spirits are a very real thing. There is a spirit realm, if you will, and there's ways that you can access that. And traditionally it's been the shaman of the group that's going to go and do that kind of work for everyone else in their tribe or their community, and then come back and give them their insights. And they work with the smoke, the sage, the plant medicines, the chanting, and all that different kind of stuff. And those are all just kind of tools to help focus their mind into a certain brain state, and that's going to help them. It's kind of like a meditative state to help them access their higher self. Like I said in the psychedelics video before, it can't show you. Those plant medicines can't show you anything that is not already inside of you. So it's really just all these things are rituals. They're repeated kind of things. Like you hear that song that you listen to when you're in high school, and you don't really listen to it very often, but every once in a while you do. But back in high school, you used to listen to it all the time. And whenever you hear that song, you start to get memories, feelings, emotions, things from that time period. So in the same way, it's a trigger. I think there's a better word for it that people know, but anyway, it's like a trigger that it's associative, where you smell that smell, you hear that sound, you are chanting in a certain way, you're sitting in a certain way, you're in your special part of the room, you're looking at that special picture. All those things go together and help you to enter that state of being. And once you reach that state, then you're able to have that elevated perspective and get answers about what you should do next, where you should go. And I feel like in this time, this day and age, we're being called to all access our own inner shaman, and get our answers for ourselves instead of looking for someone else to do it. And what I've seen is that the best teachers and the best guides are the ones that are directing you back to yourself. They're not just giving you, answers, like a fortune teller, so to speak. They are working on principles and ideas that are going to help you to go within to get your own answers, so that that it's your own truth. So if you kind of resonate with that, I feel like everyone has access to that inner being, but I feel like kind of the shaman label is someone that's more in tune with nature, the trees, the bees, animals, the mountains, the rivers, the oceans, that kind of thing. And maybe a little bit more cosmic phenomena too, but yeah, if that kind of stuff resonates with you, I'd encourage you to look a little bit further into it. It can be a lot of fun. This shirt actually that I'm wearing is from Peru. And these kind of designs are the kind of squiggly lines are the ikaros, which are the tree songs that the trees teach the shamans when they're in that state, to help them stay in the trance, so to speak, when they're performing a ceremony, and stay focused. So yeah, take a little bit more look into shamanism if that interests you, and get in touch with your inner shaman.